Yo, what up with it? It's your boy back at it again with another how to watch anime video, and today's video is actually about Attack on Titan. Now, before I bust your balls and talk about Attack on Titan for a few minutes, let me just know you a few things before I start off. When it comes to this episode, when it comes to this series, I usually do a few things, alright? I tell you how to watch the anime, I tell you should you watch the anime in general, and I also recommend the best way to watch it and my overall rating on that anime. Now, before I talk about anything and say anything, is that you guys should go check our socials out in the description down below. We upload on TikTok, we upload on Twitter, we upload on Instagram. Check all of them out. We upload fun stuff on there as well that might actually be some of use to you when it comes to watching anime, gaming, overall. Now, before I start off, there's a few parts that we're gonna talk about: how to watch the anime, should you watch the anime, and also my overall rating on that anime. Alright, now, when it comes to on how to watch the anime, the first part of the video is that with Attack on Titan, believe it or not, there's not many ways to watch it. There's a very short anime. To me, it's short because, I'm used to watching 700 of episodes of anime and feeling left out and wanting more. With this anime, there isn't many episodes, alright? The episode count is low and the content are mostly canon. There's like a few filler canon, which I'll talk about. They're not even filler, I would call them filler canon. And with that, the two OVAs that are available, one of them being Levi's OVA and also Jean's OVA, you can check them out also. But my personal opinion on how to watch the anime, there are two ways you can watch it. It is either chronological order or release order. Now, if you know me and if you watch the other videos that I've made, I always recommend chronological order over release order sometimes, but mostly release order. Let me tell you why that's the case. Now, with a lot of people, they think, oh, chronological order must be so much better. You get the full story, you get this and that and that and that and that and that and that and so on so. But to be honest with you, with this anime, there isn't any really order that can mess up your ways of watching it. And the chronological order and the release order are kind of really the same thing. So there isn't really much for you to worry about. Just watch it in release order. It is much easier. You don't miss out any content, and you can watch all the filler canons and non-canons and everything with that anime. And in general, on watching this anime, you will notice something that animes feel a lot shorter than general. It's because, well, these animes are freaking awesome. And that's why I always recommend watching everything when you watch an anime. And with Attack on Titan, it's definitely one of the cases where you should definitely, without a doubt, watch all of the anime. And now the second part of the video, and that is, should you watch the anime? This is just stupid to say no. It is simply stupid. When it comes to Attack on Titan, believe it or not, you don't need to be an anime fan to watch it. One of the things that I've realized with these animes that I've talked about, some of them, for example, like Jujutsu Kaisen, some of them like Attack on Titan that I'm talking about right now, you don't need to be an anime fan. You simply do not need to be an anime fan to watch it because it's just simply that good. It gives you a story that you love. It gives you an animation that you love. It gives you an idea when watching it. You feel like you're watching something that you don't know fully of, and you're trying to explore it with your own mind. And more that you watch, you are amazed that there are even more stories that complicate what you thought was actually the anime, and that's why it is one of the greatest animes of all time. Believe it or not, I actually made a video on my top 10 animes, and that guy was on it. Believe it or not, Attack on Titan was on it, and it was rated really, really highly. And let me not spoil that video for you, but it was definitely top 10, and you should go watch it. Now, when it comes to Attack on Titan, you should 100% without a doubt watch it. It is amazing. It is filled with gore, amazing action, amazing thriller, romantic scenes. I mean, it's just filled to the brim with everything that you want. And most importantly, it is, as I would like to call it, a mind-fucking anime because you do not know what you're watching. You get to a point where you realize whatever thought you might be, this anime might be, it is completely wrong. That's why I always recommend you watch this anime. It is definitely a top 5 for me. For some reason, I don't know why, but a lot of people even think it is stupid to rate it as top 10. But it is definitely, without a doubt, one of the highest rated animes in the world, and it's just simply quite a masterpiece. Now, when it comes to the meaty part of the anime, of this series, it is my overall rating on the anime. Now, obviously, if you guys know, I always rate my anime based on a few things. So generally speaking, there's a few things that I talk about. One of them being the main story. If the main story is amazing, I rate it highly. The second is the lookout of the story, where the story is trying to go. I always rate my anime based on that as well. And the last part, believe it or not, is the filler. And I will tell you why that's the case. One of the main animes that I didn't really rate that highly was Naruto. You can go check them out also in the link in the description down below. You can just check out my channel. You see, I made a video on that as well. The reason being was the fillers weren't that amazing. You know, it got to a point where you started feeling like the anime itself isn't that great because how many fillers there are, and the fillers are just a complete knockoff of what the anime is. But with this anime, believe it or not, like I even said in the beginning, there is no filler. The fillers are filler canon because, believe it or not, it is story of other characters and their journey on this anime. So that's why I don't think there is a single filler. I think it is completely all canon. There's hidden stuff within this anime that actually will surprise you. If you've read the manga, you will notice something that at the beginning of the anime, it talks about the end of the anime. That is something you do not see a lot. And that's why I'm gonna rate it super, super high. And the reason being, like I told you, it is an amazing anime. It is a complete masterpiece. When it comes to soundtrack, just don't even get me started. It is one of the best soundtracks of all time. When it comes to animation, yeah, the animation on the last few seasons, in my opinion, wasn't that amazing, but it was still great. It was developed by Mappa, and that's simply their style. And also the storytelling. The storytelling is what makes this anime stand out the most out of every anime that I've ever watched in my life. And I've watched quite a lot of animes. I'm quite a weep. And to be honest with you, my rating, like I told you, is based off three things: main story, the aim of the anime, and fillers. Main story knocks it off the bat. The aim of the anime, I have some issues with it, but it's still very amazing. And obviously, fillers being there's basically none, and it's super amazing. In my opinion, it humbly deserves a 9.4 out of 10. And that might actually surprise a bit of y'all because I do not rate animes that highly. I don't go out of my way to say, oh, 9.6 for some goddamn reason, or 9.2 or 9.5. I usually go about like 6 and 7s and 8s, sometimes an 8.9 if the anime is really great or really famous or have made me want to watch anime more. So with this anime, generally speaking, a 9.4 out of 10. It is quite simply one of the best animes and you should 100% watch it. And the ways you can watch it are very simple, like I told you. And I'll also leave a link in the description down below where you guys go watch it, either in chronological or release order if you want to watch it in any way of sort. You don't even want to watch it in release? Sure, go watch it in chronological. It will not ruin your experience. It is still the same experience, an amazing experience that you will forever know that it is one of the animes in the world. And that's about it for today's episode. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe, and before I end the video off, make sure you guys go check our socials out in the description down below. We upload videos on TikTok, Instagram, like I said. And there might be some videos that actually that you guys might like, related to Pokemon, related to anime, related to gaming, to everything that I can just think about basically as a human being. I'll make sure I post it on there. And as it takes really less time than as for YouTube, I upload more on them than YouTube. And that's about it. Hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe, and I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.